What's up, guys? We are back at it again, and this is going to be a episode from Offending Everybody, which I've been reacting a lot more to. God, man, my allergies. Uh, he's last time I bawled out laughing. I died laughing on that TikTok one. How TikTok runs society. That shit.
What
had
is
me
the most
dead.
evil job in the world? I'll give you a hint. They love seeing mass shooters, get a hard-on for natural disasters, and couldn't be happier on 9/11. That's right, it's funeral homes. You see, everyone's gonna die. No matter how many push-ups you do or fetuses you suck, everyone will eventually leave this plane of existence. And most people don't think about what's gonna happen to their body after they're gone. But you know who does?
I could care
That's
less.
right, Big Daddy Funeral Homes. Where you see a corpse, they see dollar signs. You see,
On
the average
me.
funeral in America costs $10,000. $10,000!
Imagine sitting there, and this is how I was done. Whenever my mother was dead, they were like, but she would be so much more comfortable in this one. And the fucking casket was $20,000 with like retro fittings and all this other stuff. Bruh, you ain't gonna feel it when you're dead.
Why is it so expensive? Simple, because funeral homes exploit grief for profit. I'll give you an example. About 5 years ago, my mom died. I was obviously emotionally distraught over the situation, but as her only son, I was focused on what needed to get done. So I go to her funeral home, and they hand me a brochure with options. As I'm looking through it, my brain snapped from sadness to rage. I realized I'm not looking at what I have to do. I'm looking at a business trying to sell me shit. The brochure conveniently didn't have prices on it, so I asked the funeral director for a sheet that lists all the costs. He says, well, what are you looking for? And I'm like, well, I'm not too sure, as I've never done this before. He says, well, if you want your mother to be comfortable, I'd recommend the ivory caskets. And immediately,
Oh, he did you the same fucking way. See, I was done like that from a funeral home called Shelby's Funeral Home. Great place, don't get me wrong, nice people. But if somebody has died, they're looking for a check, brother. On me, they look
I'm
for
like,
a check.
this motherfucker is trying to literally prey on my sadness to earn more money, but I play along. And I'm like, oh, ivory caskets? And he goes into this huge spiel how it's lined with silk sheets so she'd be comfortable and how it's waterproof so her body will be preserved. I'm trying my hardest not to break and be like, bitch, you know she's dead, right? I don't think she gives a shit about her body being comfortable considering her brain synapses are no longer firing. But I keep playing along.
God.
Like, oh, that sounds really nice. I think I'm ready to start doing some paperwork. He says, great, then hands me an invoice for $8,000. And that was for just the casket. Now I can't contain myself. And I'm like, $8,000 for a box? Bitch, does it say Gucci on the side of it? He starts backtracking, being like, oh, well, if that's too expensive, we have other options. So the cat's out of the bag at this point, and my BS detector's at max. I'm like, okay,
God.
besides the casket, what else needs to be paid for? He says, well, if you want to see your mom again, you're gonna have to do embalming. I'm like, oh, that's the only way I can see her again? No pictures, videos, or memories for me. If I want to see her lifeless face, I'm gonna have to do embalming. Oh, and just to clarify, embalming is where you wire her jaw shut, seal her eyes with glue, drain her organs, and stuff her body with formaldehyde and cotton balls, right? And he's like, that's basically the gist. I'm like, no, let's just do cremation. He says, okay, whatever you want, then hands me an invoice for $2,200. I'm like, what is this for? He says, cremation. I'm like, it costs $2,200 to throw my mom's dead carcass in an oven? What do I just...
He went a little bit further than I did. But I mean, if you've ever had to bury a fucking family member, you know the fucking anger that comes with this shit. Because the son of a bitch is like this, man, $2,200 just to burn my goddamn body into ashes? Dude, I'd throw my fucking self in the oven.
Go to Papa John's and offer him $20 to look the other way. Funeral homes make me so fucking angry because they prey on your sadness to try to get you to spend more money. And this whole experience has made me reevaluate how we dispose of bodies. Like, why do we even bury our dead? Wouldn't it make more sense to let our bodies decompose in the ground or let the vultures eat us? Or like, why aren't all of our bodies just donated to science? Help some surgeon with Parkinson's realize this may not be the best career choice for him. What is even the point of a cemetery? I get you want to visit your grandpa who you're pretty sure is a Nazi, but he's no longer alive. So can't you visit him anywhere? Like, if you believe in an afterlife, wouldn't it make more sense just to look up, or in your grandpa's case, look down? Cemeteries are just wasted space. Which would you rather, a haunted backyard or a cheesecake factory? There should at the very least be a timeline on tombstones. Like, who is visiting people that died 2 generations ago? Even necrophiliacs are like, nah, that bitch is too old. Look, what I'm saying is you should plan what happens to your body before you die. Because if you don't, your offspring are going to be left to deal with the cost. Kind of insane when you think about it. Like, imagine your dad walking out for milk when you're 12 and being contacted 10 years later saying you have to pay for his funeral. Be like, I wonder if he ever got that milk. Funeral homes are evil businesses that exploit grief for profit. So if you're ever in the situation where someone is trying to convince you to buy an overpriced casket, make sure to tell them it's not a special box, it's a corpse suitcase.
What the fuck? We are back. This is going to be the secondary part of it. This is called Evil Thoughts We All Have. So let's...
Biting your dentist, pushing a Girl Scout in front of a train. We all have evil thoughts. So here's a list of 5 evil thoughts we all have. Number 1, I don't like looking at ugly people. Now, beauty is subjective. What I find ugly, some of you may find attractive. For example, some guys are into fat chicks. And if you like to pound one out to Lizzo in a onesie, you do you. But personally, I'd rather lick a toilet seat than the bacon grease off of fat rolls. And the more woke society gets, the more it tries to force you to look at ugly people. Take a look at HBO's hit show The Last of Us, who decided to hire a girl with Down syndrome face as the main character. Like, how do you go from this to this? This isn't Wendy's. Get that baked potato off my screen. I went on YouTube to see if other people felt the same way, but just like Bella, the comment section was disabled. And everyone keeps telling me how good the show is, but the premise is so stupid. Why would anyone believe this guy is trying to save a Pop-Tart when any normal person would click the abort button immediately? Beyond HBO advertising for the Special Olympics, this goes for every other aspect of entertainment. You're telling me Mr. Beast wouldn't get more views if he shaved his little dirty Sanchez mustache? Really? At least Chris had the decency to put on some makeup. And have you seen the new Victoria's Secret model? Ugh, bitch's leg looks like it's deep fried. That pussy better come with some honey mustard. Evil thought number 2. I wish I had Magneto's powers while driving. We've all been on the highway when someone speeds past us, swerving in and out of lanes. How great would it be to have Magneto's power here? Just a little hand swipe and oh look, problem solved. And there'll be no more stuck behind someone doing the speed limit in the fast lane. Just slide them over to the right and turn their steering wheel into a middle finger. Best of all, you'll be able to solve the worst driving problem, people texting. Now anytime you see a phone, you can take a selfie of their terrified reaction as you turn their car into the guardrail. Evil thought number 3. I love it when bad things happen to rich people. Money solves all problems. So nothing is more enjoyable than when a rich person fucks up their own life. Take a look at Yeezy, who will slowly watch his empire crumble as he expresses his heart-on for Hitler.
There's a lot of things that I love about Hitler.
Kanye is now having to deal with something he's never dealt with before. Consequences for his actions. You see, when you're...
Wait, he actually did that? Oh my God. Oh. I guess you're the one who started Papers, Please at fucking Walmart. If y'all go to Walmart, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Every time you walk out, no matter if you have anything, or they will check your fucking receipt where I'm from. Where I'm at right now, it doesn't matter if it's bagged, unbagged. It doesn't matter if you got anything in your fucking hands. They want us to go check. Let me see your fucking receipt. You ain't leaving until we're seeing your receipt. And it's like, bitch, I didn't even fucking buy anything.
Rich, usually it doesn't matter what you do. Murder your spouse, beat a singer, try to overthrow democracy. When you have money, you can just make all your problems go away. So when a wealthy person has to deal with some consequences, it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Like a black guy hearing he's not the father. Evil thought number 4 is some people should die. Generally, I'm against the death penalty. I'm of the mindset I'd rather 10 guilty people go free than sentence 1 innocent person. However, when someone commits a particularly heinous crime, and there's overwhelming evidence, then that person should just be eliminated. Take Reverend Lawrence Murphy, who has been accused of molesting over 200 deaf children. Over 200! It's like he's trying to speed run his way to hell. I can only imagine the mental gymnastics this guy must do in order to justify it to himself. Hey Steve, you mind if I rape you? I didn't hear a no. This brings me to evil thought number 5. We should bring back public executions. It'll bring people together. We live in a society where everyone's just looking down at their phones all the time and not interacting like we once did. A big reason depression and suicide rates were so high.
That got me the other day because I just checked my daughter into kindergarten. And whenever I was a kid, you know, whenever you check people into kindergarten or school, everybody, all the parents are talking, everybody's communicating. No, none of that shit. I went to go check my daughter into into the kindergarten that we have here. Everybody, teachers, fucking parents, was on their phones, just steadily. And I'm sitting there looking around like I'm fucking lost because it's like, what happened to social, like, people being social? What happened to you knowing your fucking neighbors? I bet right now most of y'all don't even know y'all's neighbor's name, do y'all? Or their kids or anything.
during COVID is because we're social creatures and we were deprived of that.
Yes.
Sure, everyone wants their alone time, but being together with other humans makes us happy. And you know an event that everyone in town will definitely attend? That's right, a public execution. Tom, is that you? Jim, hey! Oh my god, it's been so long. How are the kids? Billy's starting middle school next month. Dude, they grow up so fast. Wait 1 second, they're about to begin.
Wow.
So anyway, great seeing you. So those are 5 evil thoughts that we all have. Did I miss any? Please let me know down in the comments. And if you know of anyone that might appreciate...
Yes, you missed one. Kids, whenever they're running in the store, I always want to stick my fucking foot out in front of them. I don't know why. I just do. I just want to trip the shit out of them. But anyways, y'all, till next time, peace out, y'all. Have a blessed and wonderful day. And drop a like, comment, subscribe down below.
Where did you go when I was down and I needed you most? Yeah. Where did you go?